friends, it's the Stitches, and today we are going to do a little art video. I have this little honey bun illustration that I am gonna color in today and do sort of a test color run, see if I want to actually paint it or see if I want to do something else with it instead. But for now, I'm just going to take the original sketch and just add some color to it. And if I don't like it, I can always transfer the line art elsewhere. So most of this video will be in speed paint format, but I wanted to sort of explain the process of what I'm about to do before I jump right into the video, because even though this is what I was initially told in art school, I went to design school, but I learned, you know, art stuff while I was there. This is what I was told the correct way to use a Copic marker is, but I never see anybody do it this way because honestly, it's very complicated. It's not the way you think it would work, and it's just kind of weird, but I find that it does work for certain things, especially if you have a limited marker selection and need a color that you don't have, which is my case. If I had the correct colors of markers, I wouldn't do it this way, but since I have a limited collection and I'm trying to do something that requires a color that I don't have, then I'm going to do it this way today, and I thought I'd show you how. You don't need Copic brand markers to do this. All you need is a colorless blender, zero colorless blender. You need a marker palette. What I've done is I've just taken one of those clear transparencies that they use on like school projectors. I don't know if anybody here remembers that, but I just use those because they're a cheaper version of the artist acetate stuff that you would use to do this typically. Yeah, this is like at least half the price, I don't know. And then I've just set it on top of a white sheet of paper so that I can see the colors really well. And then I taped that to the back of a sketchbook just because it's sturdy. And there you go, marker palette. Yay. So I've already swatched a few just to see what they would look like. These are my colors using the Colorless blender, and these are all of my markers straight out of the tube. But these are just the main three colors that I plan on using. And this one over here is this bright red. So you can see how much more pastel the colors get, how much more muted they get when you use the Colorless blender. And that's really helpful if you have a hard time finding pastels or if you're using lower quality markers, because a lot of times like an artist loft or whatever won't be able to get as pastel as a Copic will. But like if you can't invest in the Copic markers, then you can use this method to get those really soft pastel colors. But basically what you do is you take your color and you just kind of, it makes a terrible noise, but it's really worth it. And you just kind of get some ink on there, you know. And now you take your colorless blender and you just take a little bit of both of your colors, just like you would if you were painting and mixing colors. It's kind of hard to see exactly what color you're gonna get, which is that it's good to have like a swatch piece of paper, but I'm just gonna pray for right now. And then I'm gonna get this soft honey color because it's a honey bun. And then I can just kind of move the ink around. This is kind of much lower risk because if you need to blend it out, you're not gonna get huge swaths of ink coming out, which is cool. So I get this soft pastel honey color by just mixing these two dark colors together, since I don't have a soft honey color. And this color straight out of the tube, this is my softest brown. I use this mostly for skin tones, and that's this dark color right here. But since I was able to mix it with my yellow using a colorless blender to soften it and make it pastel, then I have this honey color. Oh yeah. A lot of people like to hate on the colorless blender because they're like, oh my god, it's so useless. It doesn't mix the colors together at all. But it does. It's just improperly utilized. And that is why I love him. You know, he's a little underdog, but he's genuinely cool. So let's get sketching. this is the finished bunny. I hope everybody has a good day, and I hope everybody tries something new art-wise, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye!